Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Distortion Recorder. Welcome back to another video. We're going to be doing another tier ranking video for albums, but instead of it being solely Metallica albums, we're going to be doing what this chart says it claims to be the greatest metal albums of all time. Now, getting right into it, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't know like at least 60% of the albums on here. So if I get hated for this, I'm sorry. I don't have the widest geography, I guess you could say, when it comes to metal. I listen to a handful of genres. I don't have my wide variety. I listen to maybe a small handful of groove metal, maybe a tiny small handful. And when I say tiny, I mean like 3, 4 bands of new metal, but it's a couple bands of thrash. But yeah, I listen to usually the 80s stuff, maybe some if anything, when it comes to stuff that isn't hair metal, I listen to the most, other than hair metal, would be grunge. But other than grunge, I listen to mainly hair metal. So all these like new metal, death metal, all this stuff, I don't know fully. So please don't be offended by my list. This is my personal list, not yours. If you want to make your own list, go make your own YouTube channel. So I have pre-recorded before, or not pre-recorded, but before I recorded this, I put everything I didn't know into the haven't listened to category. This tier has haven't listened to category, F tier, D tier, C tier, B, A, S, and SS. Obviously, the SS at the top being the best tier. Now, getting right into it, we're talking about metal albums, not best albums of all time. I'm going to put it in an S because it's not my personal favorite, but it defined literally every single metal album after them. Master of Puppets can go in S as well. Not my favorite Metallica album, but I love the songs on it. Again, this one can go a little bit lower. I'm gonna say A tier because it wasn't as good as this album. It wasn't as good as Paranoid, but still pretty up there. This, honestly, for me, it's probably one of my most favorite metal albums, but I don't know if it would qualify as SS. So what I'm gonna do is so I could either put it at S, it could be a really powerful S tier or a really weak S tier. So what I'm just gonna keep it as a strong S tier for now. I might change that in a little bit. Next, I mean, I don't really listen to much Cannibal Corpse. I only know like 2 songs off of this album, so I'm gonna put it in C. It's okay. I like the couple of songs I know. I think they're pretty fire if you want to get your adrenaline up, but I'm not usually trying to get my adrenaline up all the time, you know? Now this, for me, again, this is my personal list. For me, this metal album, whenever you hear me playing metal on my channel, it's probably influenced a little bit by Dimebag Darrell, because I don't really play metal in general, like later metal, anything later than 80s. I don't play often, so anything heavier than your normal hair metal, I probably got influenced by Dimebag Darrell. Like I did the video on how to do the pinch harmonics. Obviously, Dimebag Darrell is a heavy pinch harmonic player. I mean, he didn't make them popular exactly, and he didn't make them up at all. They were popular before even his time, but he definitely is known for his pinch harmonics. And same for Zakk Wylde. I think Zakk Wylde might even do it a little bit more than him. Linkin Park, good album, but it's going in C tier. I just don't listen to them that much. Vulgar Display of Power, S tier. I like both of them. I only know a couple songs off of this one. Actually, I think I know pretty much all of them. I know a couple off of here. My favorite Pantera songs being obviously Cowboys from Hell, Domination. A New Level is probably my favorite Pantera song. Metallica, Black Album, SS tier. I know it's considered to be Metallica's sellout or whatever you want to call it, but come on, I don't care if they sold out. The songs are amazing. Almost pretty much 90% of the songs on this album were singles, which means they did so well that they were able to become singles. And yeah, I just don't understand why people give him so much hate for this album. Every single album, or every single song on this album is extremely well known and defines me as a guitar player. Tool, I don't care for Tool that much. I'm putting it in D tier. I'm sorry, guys. This, Iron Maiden, it can go in B. It's okay. I like Iron Maiden. Okay, Megadeth, this is a really good Megadeth album, but I only know a handful of songs off this album, so it's going in A tier for now. Metallica, Ride the Lightning, it's slightly better than Master of Puppets in my opinion, but not good enough to go in SS tier, so it's going in S tier. In fact, I'm gonna just kind of make these go in order a little bit, to my favorite to least favorite, if you guys don't mind. There we go. This, Motorhead, again, don't listen to that much. They can go in C tier. Ozzy Osbourne, Blizzard of Oz. You already know I'm putting it in SS tier, dude. Especially with Randy Rhoads in the band. I know Jakey Lee was a great guitarist as well that came after Randy Rhoads, but Randy Rhoads is up there with Eddie Van Halen. He gets compared with Eddie Van Halen all the time because they have very similar playing techniques. Metallica, Kill 'Em All. Honestly, it's not my favorite album. It's probably my least favorite Metallica album. Obviously not better than, it's better than like Lulu and crap, but I mean, like when you're thinking of like Metallica albums, you don't really consider those extra albums. Those are like I don't know how to explain them, but those are more like fill-it albums, not actual albums. B tier. I don't, the riffs, I mean, it was their first album, obviously they're not going to be that good. Anthrax, D tier. I only know like one song off the album. Limp Bizkit, C tier. Limp Bizkit's good. I don't know why they get hated. I mean, I know why, but I mean, come on, they were just trying to fit in with their era. You can't say they're bad just because you don't like one person from the band. Same thing with Guns N' Roses. People hate Guns N' Roses just because of Axl Rose. The music's good. Motley Crue, man. Oh, S tier. Korn, D. I don't care for nu metal that much. I only care for maybe 3 nu metal bands, and that's not one of them. That can go in D tier for now. I don't care for black metal that much, but if I really need to get my adrenaline going, I'll listen to it. I think I've heard it maybe once. That's the only reason I know this album. I think I've heard this album, a song off this album, maybe once. And I recognize the art. Don't care for it. Same goes for this. Don't care for it. And this. Don't care for it. Dio. This can go in right in A tier. Define metal. Once again. Without Ronnie James Dio, we wouldn't have this. He literally invented this. He made it popular. Without Ronnie James Dio, we literally wouldn't have this. Also, there is a difference between doing this and doing this. This is more of like, sir stuff, dude. And this is like, yeah, metal. C tier. C tier. D tier. F. D. You know, this Slayer album could go in C. And this can go in D. I don't really listen to Slayer that much. This can go in B. It has some decent songs. Again, don't really listen to them that much. C. I think I've heard one song off that album. This, barely know. Can go in D. This, don't really care for it all. It can go in F. Van Halen, 1984 album, can go right in SS tier. And now if I offended anyone in this video, go make your own YouTube video. This is mine. This is my personal opinion. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I know I'm kind of boring. But let me know with some feedback in the comments what you think of this ranking. I'll go over it one more time just to show you guys. Yeah, these are my favorite albums. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.